Welcome to the InfoWars Nightly News. I'm your host, Jakari Jackson. It's January 22nd, 2014, and here's a look at tonight's show.
Tonight, has the infamous hacker Guccifer been caught in Romania? Is this the year the machines invade the human workforce in record numbers? And we call Telly Blackwood to talk about his alleged encounter with a TSA rep regarding his contest submission. All this and more on the InfoWars Nightly News.
And welcome back. We'll lead off our night with this. Police in Romania are saying that they have caught Guccifer, the legendary hacker who allegedly hacked the likes of Colin Powell and also Tony Blair. They're saying that the suspect's name is Marcel Lehel. He was allegedly contacted in the Romanian city of Arad, but we'll give you more information as it develops. Now, LAPD stood down for minutes before TSA's shooting. Now, this is the situation at LAX with the shooting out there. LAPD officers assigned to the area, while Paul Ciancia began his shooting spree targeting TSA agents at LAX airport, stood down minutes before the attack began, leaving for breaks without informing their dispatcher as required. Departmental procedures require that officers notify a dispatcher before going on break. So it seems like a whole lot of lax security at your nation's airports, because not only that, but we showed you the stories of the Muslim Brotherhood being able to be waived, just walk straight through TSA security without a screening. And not just this, but when you want to talk about stand downs, we also saw the stand down at the Navy Yard shooting where the SWAT team did not intercept the culprit there. So back to the airports, whether it's your Navy Yard shootings, whether it's the LAX airport, whatever it is, this notion that the government is always going to be there to protect you is just not true. Because you see this situation, you see the LAX shootings, anything else that's going on, even the shooting, not the shooting, but the incident with the underwear bomber, it wasn't the government that stopped that. It was the proactive people on that plane who jumped on the guy and stopped him from, blowing up the plane with his firecracker or whatever it was. So just be aware of that, protect yourself, do what you can, because the government won't always be there to save you. And speaking of the government not being there to save you, what if the government shows up with excessive force? Utah police obtained grenade launchers, riot gear from feds. Now, these police are not to be confused with the ones from North Dakota who use drones to catch cattle thieves. Also not to be confused with the campus police at Ohio State University who use armored cars to, bust up frat parties. For the past 5 years, the Pentagon has equipped dozens of Utah police departments with a wide variety of military equipment, commonly used in riot responses such as the aforementioned grenade launchers, M14s, M16s, and mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicles. The article goes on. Several of the sheriffs indicated that the equipment would only be used in worst-case scenarios. Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better that they're saving their grenade launchers for a worst-case scenario, because as you may recall, one of my first reports when I started working here at InfoWars was about the police in Colorado Springs, who use full-on body armor riot gear for the most routine and mundane of calls. So you get a call, some kids out there tagging the school buses or the billboards. Send Judge Dredd out there in his full combat gear to bust up these kids and, put them in their place. So at least the police here are saying that they're going to use these in the worst case scenarios. And I'm not, discounting the fact that these things shoot grenades, because people will say, well, you don't always have to shoot a grenade out of a grenade launcher. You can shoot smoke grenades. You can shoot other type of grenades. They don't always have to be fragment grenades, but I'm not discounting the fact that these things could potentially shoot that type of ordnance, and it does very much concern me. And it concerns me because I see things like this. War zone, open street battles in Kyiv as rioters, police face off. Riot police brutally dispersed radical protesters from central Kyiv, and the largest operation since the latest outbreak of violence. Almost 200 officers have been injured over 4 days of scuffles. 2 people were reportedly killed amid the crisis. And this is a preview of what could happen in this country if the economy continues to worsen, because it's not just economic factors, but the economy definitely played a role in this Kyiv incident. But, think about all the things that can happen just here in the States, because you have the dollar devaluation, you have the fiat currency. So if things get bad enough, if the stuff really hits the fan, how long will it be before America looks like this?
Renowned author and expert Joel Skousen breaks down the globalist plan to shut down America and stage a new world war.
In one day, America will go from day to night. And if you haven't prepared in advance, There's not enough time to prepare in 24 hours, even if you saw it that early.
Coming to the InfoWar in November is our new documentary film presentation.
Strategic relocation is a systematic way to think strategically in the future about how do I safeguard.
Joel Skousen, Strategic Relocation.
The freeways are going to be crowded, they're going to run out of gasoline, they're going to run out of food, and then they're going to start to go north and south of those freeways.
Joel Skousen is renowned as one of the world's foremost experts in strategic relocation and the securing of your home.
We talk about natural disasters, the health environment, we talk about pollution, the water quality. My personal experience about being in every one of these states.
Government is digging in for the organized, incremental collapse of society and world war.
The U.S. isn't building huge underground bases and bunkers because of some terrorist threat. They know that a massive nuclear attack is coming. They want that attack to come. Most people won't even be ready and won't be able to get out of town when any of these nuclear weapons fall, because there'll be absolute panic.
There is no preparedness without strategy.
What I tell people is that you do have time. Prepare wisely in advance.
This Christmas, give the gift of preparedness. Strategic Relocation, the film, with Joel Skousen and Alex Jones.